Welcome everyone, I'm AJ and today we're rebuilding Nottingham Forest in Football Manager 23. They have been promoted to the top flight of English football after a long 23 years, and it's my job to bring back the European glory to this club. Let's start with the season. As soon as I loaded up the save, I've set up some tactics, went all over my players I have in the team, and I started setting up the formation. I knew we need to keep our goals safe, and lucky for us, we have Dean Henderson for this season, but my defense wasn't convincing to me at all. Since in real life they brought in 24 players, I wanted to work with the squad I have, so I decided to bring just 2 players, and that was Pepe Matarsar on loan from Spurs for a backup in midfield, and Fofana from PSV to be a backup striker. I tried to offload some players, but I didn't have much luck. Jack Colback was sold to West Brom for 1 million and Cafu to Norwich for 2 million. Anyways, let's start with the season. Our season started versus Newcastle and I was really happy how we played. Our first goal in the Premier League after 23 years scored Awoniyi with a powerful shot and a beautiful assist from Brennan Johnson. In the 77th minute, great assist from O'Brien to Awoniyi and we're up to 2-0. Bruno Guimaraes with a beautiful cross to Ryan Fraser and Newcastle got one back. Bruno Guimaraes once again found one of their teammates and this time Alexander Isak with an amazing finish to far post for a total 2-2. We played our first Premier League game at City Ground since 98-99 season versus Chelsea. The Blues were visiting and I was just hoping to keep our goal safe. In the 18th minute of the first half, Awoniyi takes the ball from Silva and scores with a classy finish. Just a minute before the halftime, Awoniyi doubles the lead with a great assist from Renan Lodi. And in the 67th minute, Bolly with an amazing header to set a final resort 3-0 for the Tricky Trees. And that's when it all began. Next up was Leeds at home. Renan Lodi with an amazing assist, this time to Lingard, and he finishes with a powerful shot. And with the VAR help, we got a lead. Emmanuel Dennis got his first goal of the season and set the final 2-0 for us. We played versus Wolves in the Carabao Cup and I had to rotate the squad because our next game was versus Hammers in London and the Cups weren't my priority this season, but luckily for us, our Aloni Matarsar gave us the lead needed for the next round. At the Olympic Stadium in London, Lingard opened the match in the 10th minute with a great finish, but then Paqueta equalized in the 13th with our defense being very sloppy. Lingard with a great ball through to Awoniyi who put us back in the lead. Samaka was in the right place in the right time and leveled the score in 34th minute. Great build-up and Awoniyi wasn't selfish and passed to Lingard who slotted the ball back of the net for the 3-2 lead. In the second half, Emerson got scores leveled in the 53rd minute and in the 88th minute, Ryan Yates with a great cross and Fofana gave us all 3 points with an amazing header lob. In the next game, Leicester held us to 0-0 draw even though we dominated the whole game. After that game, we had to Canal against Man City, who counted 1, 2, 3, and 4 against us, with Fofana giving us the consolation goal in the 57th minute. We got a draw from away game versus Brighton, as the game was more in our favor, but we simply couldn't manage to score. In the next 2 games, we expressed our desire to show the league what we can do. First in line were Wolves. We opened our account in the 9th minute with Awoniyi capitalizing at a great assist from Gibbs White. With little help of VAR, Roll beautiful powerful shot was awarded and they scored the level. But we didn't stop there. Awoniyi's brace got us the lead in the 17th minute and Brennan Johnson increased our lead to 3-1 in 33rd minute. Fofana set the final 4-1 in 56th minute with a great assist from Serge Aurier. In our away game at Villa Park, Awoniyi scored another goal with a beautiful finish in the 7th minute. Watkins leveled the score with Buendia getting an amazing assist on his record. Fruller's amazing goal from the edge of the box got us all 3 points at Villa Park. In the next 3 games, we saw it's not gonna be easy as those first 11 matches. Brentford brought us down to earth and gave us a hard loss at Brentford Community Stadium. They scored right from the kickoff with Ayer's amazing cross to Drumsgaard who slotted a ball back in our net. As soon as the game is resumed, Renan Lodi got 1 more assist this season to his account and Fofana with a bit sloppy finish but leveled the score. Enes Unal's pace was no match for our defense as he got Brentford the lead in the 18th minute. Enes Unal's brace in the 65th minute to set the final result 3-1 and gave us a hard loss away from home. In our next game at home, we dominated Everton, but their defense were no match for our offense and they held us to draw. Calvert-Lewin's amazing header got them the lead in injury time of the first half. In the 74th minute, Vinagre fouled Dennis from behind in the box and it was a clear penalty for us. Musa Niakte with the great finish to set the final result 1-1. We traveled to, as the fans call it, New White Hart Lane. Harry Kane got the Spurs in lead in the second minute of the game after poor marking of our defense. Richarlison doubled their lead in the 32nd minute and scored a brace in the 58th minute of the game. And our consolation goal came through Emmanuel Dennis and with a little help of VAR. We had 4 games until the second half of the season and we went on a run. First on the list were cherries. Freuler gave us the minimal result to win with a great slotted ball in the back of the net. But after that game, we had Crystal Palace visiting our stadium and we just went off. Gibbs White with a great cross into the box and Bolly with an amazing header to give us the lead in just the 12th minute. Brennan Johnson with an assist to Lingard who just couldn't miss from that distance and doubled our lead. Just before the halftime, Renan Lodi brought down Olise and referee awarded penalty and Milivojevic just set Hendo the wrong way to give the Palace first goal of the game. Our defense was just amazing at the opponent's box in this match. Niakte with a great header to increase our lead to 3-1. In the 78th minute, Fofana was fouled in the box and Niakte scored a brace from the spot for a final 4-1. On 26th August, we knew that we were going to play Manchester City in the Carabao Cup. Like I said before, cups haven't been our priorities, so I rotated a total 11 players for this game. In the 8th minute of the game, Sergio Gomez gave them the lead with a beautiful finish from the edge of the box. But in the 83rd minute, Fofana led the great counter-attack and assisted Awoni and he scored a beautiful goal. Both teams tried to score until the end of the game, but we went to penalties. Man City had a first penalty of the game and Palmer took the responsibility, but Hendo just saved that with class. In the end, we won the penalty shoutout and progressed into the next round. I was amazed how my team haven't missed a penalty and it was something to be proud of. Just 3 days later, we played Arsenal at Emirates and we lost 1-0, but I forgot to record that footage of that match and after that we went to World Cup break. As you can see here in my save, England won the World Cup by beating USA in a final. I was a bit surprised to see USA in a World Cup final, but it came home for England. Anyway, let's get back to our team and continue with our season. Right after the break, we had 4th round of Carabao Cup, and after knocking out Man City, we played Leyton Orient at home. Archibald gave them the lead just 4 minutes into the game and we were off to a bad start. Emmanuel Dennis leveled the score with a powerful shot from the box and we went on to halftime on level terms. Sid Hole put Leyton in lead again in 55th minute and El Minzoui increased their lead with a great shot from 25 yards. Final 3-2 result was set by Brennan Johnson from penalty spot in the 90th minute of the game. First out of 2 games before we reach half of the season was Manchester United. We started the game amazing after they cleared the cross from corner, Gibbs White crossed to the far post and found Awoni who just perfectly slotted the ball into the back of the net with that volley. Then in the 27th minute, Brennan Johnson with an amazing play scored a powerful goal and De Gea was simply unable to react. And in the 35th minute, Renan Lodi with a beautiful cross and another assist to Bolly with an amazing header increased our lead to 3-0. But we suffered from overconfidence at the halftime and Manchester United scored not 1, not 2, but 3 goals in the second half and we ended on level terms. I was a little disappointed after that, but still amazing game versus Red Devils. Last game of the first half of the season was versus Saints at St. Mary's Stadium and we went there to show our frustration over just getting a point versus Manchester United. Right from the start, Awoni capitalized from the great assist from Freuler. In injury time of the first half, Renan Lodi again with another assist of the season from the free kick, and Boli again was just in the right place at the right time and scored to double our lead to 2-0. Sekou Mara, who just sprinted through our defense and got one back for the Saints in the 56th minute. Renan Lodi was simply amazing at this half of the season and assisted once again, this time to Emmanuel Dennis, who probably scored the last goal for us this season. In the next episode, we will go over the second half of the season, January transfer window, and plans for the next season. Like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification button so you can see where we ended at the end of the season. Thank you very much for watching, and bye.